What's up guys? Mr. Freecoiner coming back to you again today. Hope everyone's doing well and you are taking care of yourselves. Now, before I get into this, I do want to say, as usual, I am not a financial advisor. I'm simply sharing my thoughts and opinions, so please only take it as that. Okay, now, as we can see here, XRP did break the 26-cent barrier that we've been sitting under. Go ahead and refresh. And we have come back down a little bit, but all in all, breaking that actually was a surprise for me. I thought we were going to be sitting at 25 cents for even longer, but even Bitcoin came up as well. But all in all, nothing significant so far. We'll see if that changes in the next few days. Now, of course, today is the 2nd, and we are going to be getting into the first business day of the week tomorrow. So let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting, I think. Okay, let's go ahead and go on. There's several different things I want to talk about, and I'm just going to go ahead and start here. Advisory firms suggest U.S. Congress to regulate crypto sector under the Bank Secrecy Act. So this is kind of an interesting way or an approach to get some type of regulation going on. I'm going to read a couple things to kind of give some clarity on what's going on here. It says Financial Integrity Network, FIN, a strategic advisory firm, has recommended U.S. Congress to create a new class of financial institution under the Bank Secrecy Act, BSA, to regulate firms in the cryptocurrency sector. And it goes on to say, let me read this. The new class, Virtual Asset Service Providers, VASPS, should be regulated based on the type of service they provide, said FIN, in a testimony published Sunday ahead of a hearing. Okay, and on down here, some VSAPs, VSAPs are currently regulated as money transmitters under the BSA. Others are not regulated at all, said Murray, adding, even for those VASPs currently regulated as money transmitters, the regulations are insufficient to protect virtual assets from exploitation. And he goes on to say the hearing, entitled Human Trafficking and Its Intersection with the Financial System, is pretty interesting. Will discuss ways to prevent financial transactions related to human trafficking or to detect them quickly once they have occurred. Pretty interesting how this is actually being brought in. Like I said, definitely an interesting approach, and we shall see what happens here. I'm going to try to tune in myself to Alex's live stream, but yeah, I think definitely something we need to keep our eyes on. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Next article, HSBC unveils new blockchain supply chain platform trials linked with Voltron. Now this is Voltron is something coming from Corda. It's a blockchain or product or whatever that Corda has created. And what I found interesting in here, hold on one second. And this kind of harkens to some things, one second here, that Brad Garlinghouse has said. Yeah, okay, so here it says what this provides is that applications on the Corda platform can talk to each other seamlessly. He says, we have the problem that there are many blockchain platforms now and they are not interoperable. So these are words, again, that we've heard before. So it is creating digital islands, again, hearkening to the walled gardens reference. It has raised the question of how they are going to talk to each other. What we provide here is that not only could we link the physical and financial aspects of the supply chain, but also create the technical link between separate platforms. So again, this interoperability, the connection of these walled gardens or islands, I don't know, guys. Sounds very, very close to XRP to me, somewhere in there, but I could be reading into it. And this article really just goes more into it. But also, what I found interesting about this was here in August, London-based bank and financial services firm Standard Chartered completed its first cross-border blockchain letter of credit transaction in the oil industry with Thai state-owned oil giant PTT Group. Now, what I find interesting about this is just the fact that what I have heard before is that everything will be tokenized. So everything we deal with now will be, even though the physical products are obviously not going to make it immediately, but the transactions that are needed to be done or that need to be done in the back end will all be tokenized, guys. Like everything we deal with is pretty much going to be tokenized, which, I mean, just looking at it on the surface, definitely is going to be a good thing. And, it's in some way, I'm sure we can find how that may not be the best thing, but, I guess we'll just have to see. It's very interesting. Very interesting, guys. At least I think so. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Andreessen Horowitz has hosted an unusual meeting with crypto watchdogs. So Andreessen has called a meeting with some Washington fellows, and it says here, according to a Wall Street Journal report, the venture capital investor hosted a private event in May that invited officials from the Treasury Department, and the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, as well as cryptocurrency companies on the venture firm's portfolio. Although these regulators and companies regularly meet in private and public conferences, the assembly of so many high-level government agencies that have influence over cryptocurrency still made Andreessen Horowitz event unusual, according to the regulatory experts cited by the journal. And apparently Andreessen's whole point was this: he tried to persuade these Washington officials to loosen up the regulations on cryptocurrencies. However, regulators are still very cautious, writes the journal. So, again, very interesting stuff going on, guys, and definitely in the background. But again, as I've mentioned so many times in the past, there are things going on that we do not know about. Anybody out here making definite and hard comments saying this or that can or cannot happen, guys, look, nobody knows. Only these people do that are meeting in secret, that are making these rules and doing things behind closed doors. Only they know how this is going to turn out. So just let it happen. We don't know how this is all going to turn out. So that's my word of the day. All right, so moving on. XRP divergence and massive token transfer indicated may tank further. Now, again, guys, we know that Ripple recently, just the other day, released 1 billion coins, which happens on a regular basis every month. And apparently they transferred just over 500 million coins to an unknown account. Okay, or unknown wallet. A lot of people are saying that this is, these are going to be dumped, or that was dumping, or whatever. The way I look at it is people really need to just kind of sit back and understand that this is a company that has a lot going on that we do not know about. I mean, why would I need to say this? Why would anybody need to say something like this? We don't know what's going on. And the price of XRP has nothing to do with these types of transfers. Like I've said, the price should already be a hell of a lot higher than it is. And that's just a fact. Okay? We just have to sit back and wait, guys. That's it. And all these people that are coming out, just like with the whole BitLord just push those people to the side. All these people they have an agenda, and I personally believe they've been paid to do the very things that they're doing. All we have to do is be focused, just remain focused and stay the course. That's it. We're almost there. Things won't be like this too much longer. Just stay the course and ignore all the idiots out there. Okay. So let's go on. I'm gonna be covering a whole lot of stuff here. Well, okay. So this is an R3 partners with Dubai firm to tap 120 billion Sukuk market. Okay. So again, definitely another possibility that XRP could be in the background of another, situation going on. But we'll see. Again, there's so much coming out every day, and we see all these different possible connections. I mean, here, our 3/4 is related to this particular situation going on here. We just don't know all the stuff that's going on. Like I said, guys, I think we're going to be by the end of this month, we are going to be extremely surprised with everything that's going to be released. And then on top of that, we have this. We have BACT going live. Now, I've heard some people say that, just this particular thing going on or happening is not going to raise the price of XRP. But again, I say, shut up. You don't know. We don't know anything, because the price, anybody with any type of vision at all would have to know that it is high strangeness that XRP wouldn't move after SBI was launched. After all the things that have happened, and XRP actually goes down. All right. There are bots controlling it. There's a reason why the price doesn't move. They don't want it to move yet. Okay. And also stop thinking that XRP is just going to gradually go up. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen like that. Okay. Now we can, you can look at whatever theories you want. I think I forgot his name, but, there are several theories that say the price is going to jump. Well, guys, that's exactly what's going to happen. Even if you go back and listen to, Susie from, Esoteric Trading Solutions, she even made, comments like that, or made a video related to that. It's not going to go up gradually. It's going to be a quick, jump up. It's just going to increase very dramatically and very quickly. So that's, don't look for it to go up slowly. And if you do that and you're thinking that you got time to, kind of screw around and, maybe invest in Bitcoin or whatever, hey, that's all up to you. It's your funds. It's your decision. But I can tell you myself, I'm not making those types of choices, because I truly believe the price is going to make a huge jump very quickly. I mean, probably overnight, if not even quicker. And again, that's my opinion. So this is not at all in any way financial advice. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you tonight. I hope you guys are having a good day and you have a great week. I really appreciate definitely you guys joining me last night on the live stream. I'm going to try to get back into that, doing at least 2-3 live streams per week as I have time. And so we can just really conversate more and kind of have a more live transaction of information. So again, thank you guys. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button as well as smash that like button and the post notification button, guys. Until next time, this has been Mr. Free Coiner. Take care of yourselves and God bless.